Coach, this Magic team coming in second in the league in points in the paint, third in rebounding, where's just the emphasis in making sure you guys are protecting the inside?
Well, we got to do a lot of work early. They got, Buovic and Harris. Those guys are good around the basket. They're also got a lot of people that drive the ball. Their wings are good at driving the ball. So we have to stay in front of guys. We have to be in good help positions, and they're again another young athletic team that pushes the ball and attacks. We just got to get back in transition. We got to do a good job on the offensive glass so that they don't get second chance points. We got to take them off the offensive glass.
There was so much emphasis heading into last game about a response from that Minnesota game. As you come off of a pretty commanding win, what do you tell the guys? How do you make sure they're coming back with that same type of motivation?
Well, we're trying to be us. We're trying to go out and just play the way we want to play. It's not playing up for an opponent or down for an opponent. It's just being consistent and building what we're trying to be. And that's always the key. When you're trying to become a good team, you're trying to be more consistent in your effort, more consistent in your execution, more consistent in your defense. And that's kind of what we're looking for.
Anybody? Tim? I know that are Corey and Markel inactive again today?
No.
Okay, who are your inactives today?
Sergey and Markel.
And Markel. About Markel, obviously he was sick for a while at the end of camp. Does he need time to try to get caught back up with things for the time that he missed?
Right. I mean, he's on the bottom of the totem pole, basically, and he's got to work his way back up. And we haven't had a lot of practices lately for him to, one, get in condition again, and then just to show that he's aware of everything that we're doing. When you're out like that, there's a lot of stuff going on, especially early in the season. There's a lot of changes that are being made and a lot of add-ons. So, and to be a rookie on top of it is tough.
Coach, can you talk about what's working for you these last 4 games defensively and why that end of the floor is so pivotal to your success?
Well, defense is always pivotal. You got to score the ball to win. But I believe that you have to get a certain amount of stops during the game. One, if you're down, you got to be able to get stops, and if you're ahead, to keep the team from catching up. We put a lot of emphasis on defense, but we also put a lot of emphasis on offense. I mean, it's a game. It's a balance. It's not just one side or the other. What's been working for us defensively is we've gotten better at staying in our schemes and doing what we're supposed to do individually and collectively, and that's always important, doing your job. Everybody has to do their job. Everybody has to play with a certain intensity on every possession to make defense work.
Coach, I'm wondering what level of growth or comfort you've seen from Bojan from camp to first game to where he is right now.
Well, obviously he's gotten used to the NBA balls. That was the first problem with him. He felt like the balls were heavier, and then just learning the NBA game and then learning schemes. And, most of these guys, it's like college players and, real young college players. That, coming into the NBA, there's a lot more sets. There's a lot more screening. There's a lot more cutting and things that you don't necessarily see in the college game, or even overseas. There's a lot of emotion. And in the pro game, there's a lot of screening. There's a lot of getting people open because you have 24 seconds and you're trying to get the ball to the people that you want to score, and in a very good position. So, it's about strength. It's about matchups. All of that stuff, it comes with trying to make the adjustment to the NBA game. And I think he's done a nice job so far.
Lionel, the Magic went out this summer and signed Channing Frye. Can you talk about how a stretch 4 changes the dynamics of a team when you're trying to defend them? A lot of coaches talk about how when you have a 4 who can shoot the 3 ball, it changes a lot of things.
Well, I think if you have a 4 that can shoot, period, it changes things. I think that's the game has always been that way. I think the lingo has changed to a stretch 4. A 4 that could shoot was always a tough guard for the other team. And I think when you go back to the 70s, you saw a lot of guys, and even in the 80s, that could shoot the ball. And so they're not always standing at the basket posting up. So they posted up and they also shot jump shots. So it makes, difficult for guys who are used to playing guys around the basket. And when you're in a help position, a guy can stand on the perimeter and make jump shots, it makes it difficult for you to overhelp. And that makes for more balance offensively and helps you score easier.
Lionel, what are your initial impressions of their rookie point guard, Peyton?
I haven't seen enough of him to have initial impression. I think that he's, what I've seen in tape just getting ready for this game, he's very quick, gets to the basket, and he sees the court very well. He's got quick hands on defense, gambles a lot, but, makes plays.